Hey everyone, I am Nathaniel Rufflejants, and this is Prime News. So our lead story today is that gold points that you now have on My Nintendo are available to use as currency on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Nintendo actually announced this earlier this year, but now folks, you can actually do it. So here are the details. 1 gold point is equivalent to 1 cent on the Switch eShop. You earn these points from 5% of a digital purchase. So as an example, if you bought a $60 game on the Nintendo Switch eShop, you would get 300 gold coins, which would be equivalent to $3 USD. You also earn 1% of your purchasing price of a physical game back in coins. Now, remember, the gold coins do expire. Points, I mean, they literally look like gold coins, but they call them points. They do expire 1 year from when you have redeemed them. So if you own a physical game for a while and you haven't redeemed your coins on it, if you redeem it, like for example, I didn't redeem my coins for Breath of the Wild until a couple of months ago, well then my coins for Breath of the Wild are still going to be good for a little while. So it's not from when you bought the physical game, but when you redeem the coins. Same is true for digital, although digital redemption is automatic. So there is that. Good luck out there. I think I have 760 gold coins right now, or gold points, so $7.60 or so. That's maybe I'll put it towards the purchase of Kirby. I don't know. We'll see. But remember, your points do expire, so if you've been holding on to them, waiting for this, you might want to get them spent, especially if these points are dating back to the early days of Switch. Moving on, the next big story we have for today is an update to the Playtime Bug that we posted on Friday. Now, we didn't actually do a Friday Prime News for personal reasons. However, I do want to note that the one news story we did put up dealt with a bug that was happening on Nintendo Switch units. It happened to me as well. And that bug is that once you hit a full year after you first played a game, your in-game clock would reset on your play data. The Switch clock would reset on your playtime, and it would show you with 0 days and 0 hours played. Now, Nintendo has finally come out and confirmed over the weekend that this is indeed a bug and does not actually affect your total playtime, as in your playtime will return. Now, this was rumored to have been, or speculated to have been the case, that if you waited 10 days, you'd be able to get that playtime data back. Several media outlets over the weekend confirmed that they got their playtime data back after 10 days. However, when we reported the story, there wasn't any specific outlet that had proven that to be the case. It was all speculation. But here is Nintendo's official response to this ordeal back on March 5th. On their official Twitter account. It says, some Nintendo Switch owners' play activity info is displaying incorrectly, but play activity is still being recorded accurately in the background. A future system update will resolve this issue and ensure play data is correctly displayed. We apologize for the inconvenience. I wish Nintendo would have did something about this bug sooner, but it is what it is. Our play data is safe. You just might have to wait 10 days or until Nintendo releases a patch, whichever comes first. You would assume a patch should come fast, but I figure by now a patch will be released. It must be a little bit more complex in their coding than they make it sound like. Anyways, the third big story from today, I guess if you want to call this a big story, is over the weekend. This is maybe the largest story in Switch history. Not really. Over the weekend, Nintendo Switch turned 1 year old. And we did create a video dealing with that. We released it actually the day after the birthday, talking about what Switch has meant to me personally. It's kind of an emotional video because Switch is so closely tied to my work here at Nintendo Prime and just in my real life as an adult, as a parent of 3 children. So go ahead and give that a watch. I'll put a link to that down in the description for you guys to go check out that video if you didn't see it. But what I wanted to note is the other birthdays that happened over this weekend that very few people are talking about. Now, the biggest birthday people are talking about besides Switch is Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild turned 1 year old as well, obviously also releasing on March 3rd, 2017. So we're not going to dive too deep into that, but that's not the only game that hit 1 year old over the weekend. 1-2 Switch. You guys remember that launch game? Yes, 1-2 Switch is also 1 year old. Snipper Clips. Love that game. 1 year old. Super Bomberman R. 1 year old. And one of my personal faves. Just Dance 2017 Switch version is 1 year old. So yeah, there's probably some other games as well, some indie titles and stuff, other stuff that came out at launch of Switch. I didn't make a comprehensive list. This was just all off the top of my head based on the games I bought at launch. Yes, I actually owned 1-2 Switch, Typical Super Bomberman R, Just Dance 2017, etc. Owned them all at launch. Great stuff. I am really, really excited about this anniversary, and here's to many, many more good years for Switch. Now, we do have some other stories to get to here that we're going to kind of go rapid-fire style in our other news section. The first is that the Kirby Star Allies demo is now officially available in North America. There were some people over the weekend asking me how I was playing it when it wasn't released in North America. But for anyone who doesn't know, Switch is region free. So if you ever want a demo that has not released in the United States but has released elsewhere and vice versa, all you have to do is create a Nintendo account on your system for Switch in that country, make a brand new Nintendo Online account that links you to that country, and then you can go on their eShop and download it. I have one for the UK, which lets me download any game that releases in Europe, and then I also have one for, well, Japan. And what's actually really cool about it is if you know someone who lives in one of those countries, if you can exchange money with them over PayPal or whatever and they buy you eShop credit, you could then technically buy games cheaper if they happen to be cheaper in a certain country than they are in your own. Because as long as you own the game, as long as you keep all those accounts on the same Switch, basically, you'll always have access to it, and you could play it on any account. As an example, I downloaded the Kirby Star Allies demo to my UK account, or through my UK account on my Switch, but I played the demo with my North American account. So that is what it is. But you know what? As of today, you don't have to worry about that for Kirby Star Allies. I just want to let you guys know how to do it in the future if you don't want to wait for certain demos to come to your area. The next story here is that Mario's official website in Japan has been updated to say he's a plumber again. So this was kind of a big deal last year because Mario's always been known as a plumber. Mario, I should say his official name. But the Japanese website, Nintendo's official Mario website, removed the plumber from his description, which made people speculate that maybe Nintendo doesn't consider Mario to be a plumber anymore because he has widened his breadth of coverage, and whether or not he's a plumber probably will have nothing to do with the future of Mario's popularity. But as of today, the website has been re-updated with the description added back in that Mario is a plumber. We don't know why it was taken off in the first place, whether it was an employee that was heading out the door that just wanted to do something that, despite the mass media attention, Nintendo didn't care to fix. But whatever the case may be, yes, folks, Mario is a plumber. He's always been a plumber, and he'll probably always be a plumber. That's why they're also known as not just the Mario Bros, the Plumber Bros. Something like that. The next story here deals with Amazon Germany. They have listed a release date for Switch exclusive Octopath Traveler, and that is August 17th of this year. Again, these are just, Amazon dates. Anyone can kind of edit stuff around. Don't really know if this has anything to do with an official release date. We do know Octopath Traveler is coming to Switch this year, is a Switch exclusive, and yes, folks, you can go download a demo of it. It's been available for quite a while now on the eShop. The demo is absolutely fantastic. I played entirely through the 2 story modes for the 2 different characters they allow you to play, at least up to where they allow you to play in the demo, obviously not their entire arc. And it's great. If you like, top-down 2D sprite-style RPGs, this is made by Square, by the way. So, made by one of the original companies that did this stuff. Go check out that demo, see if you get into it, and get the game later this year whenever it does release. Beyond that, the last story, the final story of the day, deals with Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. So, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, yes, that Animal Crossing game that's actually pretty decent on your phone, that you can play for 100% for free. I've never spent a cent on that game. They are getting a Super Mario crossover event. There's not a lot of details on this event. It could include, likely to include costumes and specific items you can add to your camp. Maybe a Mario-themed TV, or maybe you could buy TV shows. Or I have no idea. Just a bunch of Mario stuff, and there's a little tease, and you're seeing the teaser image up that Nintendo posted today. But the big deal with that is obviously that it's a free event, and we have no idea when this event is coming, but the fact that Nintendo's advertising it a lot, and there's Mario Day coming up, which is, March 10th. It's really only Mario Day because of the abbreviation of March and the day of 10. Looks like Mario. It's Okay. It's really weird. I mean, I understand the play on words, but like some people don't use the normal can't. Whatever. Anyways, Mario Day is coming up, so a lot of people assume it's going to be an event on Mario Day. No idea how long the event's going to last. No idea if the Mario items are just going to stay in Animal Crossing. But since it's called an event, I would assume it's a temporary thing. So yes, you can get the items during the event, but then, you know, if you don't get them during the event, you can't get them again. Animal Crossing does stuff like this all the time. So yeah, go check that out. And yeah, good luck to our fellow Animal Crossing Pocket Camp players out there. Anyways, folks, I am Nathaniel Rufflejans from Nintendo Prime, and if you like this video, you know what to do. And if you dislike the video, hit that dislike button. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys for another Prime News episode tomorrow. Peace.